Hey everybody, it's Jimmy. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm trying to post more videos to show you what we're doing, our progress, and let me show you a couple things here we've gotten done. The biggest change is the closed cell spray foam. That's what ours looks like, and it's green. Well, I used a product, and I'd sprayed this myself. It's a product called Foam-It Green. And I bought a number of kits from them. And it went on good. I think I made sure that the conditions were right, meaning the temperature of the building was right. It was about 75 degrees. The temperature of the product was about 70, 75 degrees. And it went on good. Now it doesn't like to spray straight up, and so it looks a little lumpy, but we're going to, whatever color we decide to paint the drywall, I'm just going to paint the whole ceiling, and we're going to leave it all exposed. That's where we're headed. I think I told you about the electrical, and I got the rough end inspected because I had to cover up the conduit that walks up from, behind here. There's the wall switch for that. This is going to be lights over what will be the island. We'll have hanging lights over that. But yeah, it went on good. I have at least R23, 24 up top, maybe a little more in some spots. And my requirements are 22. Now I'm in a place where I had to have an energy study. In Florida, at least Citrus County, requires you to have an energy study. And there's a guy that I met that has the program that walks you through all of that. And it turns out that I needed R22 on the ceiling, or the roof, if you will. Anything above the top plate is considered roof. So I sprayed that 4 layers. So I should really have, at R7 per inch, with 4 inches, I should have R28 up there. Extra insulated. I'm kind of shooting for that passive house goals, overdo everything to make it as efficient as possible. The other thing I wanted to show you was my starting to work on my vents. This is the utility wall. Obviously, I got my box over there and all the wires hanging out, but I'm starting to work on my vents, washer and utility sink, coming over here and shower and all of those things. But the other big thing is I ran out of spray foam. I only covered I got back to really where the end of the framing is where I kind of ran out, oddly enough. And I did put a safety rail up here on the back side. It wasn't on the plans. The inspector was a little concerned. I said, "Oh, I'll put a rail up there. No problem." The other thing is windows. We installed the windows. Is the other big thing. And let me kind of tighten up on this one here a little bit. Now these are back in the shop. I'm not really as concerned about these, but they still, need to be weatherproof, waterproof, sealed off to contain the elements and whatever, heating and air solution I decide to come up with. But these obviously slide horizontally, not vertically. And we went with 1 inch, or 1x4, this is a 1x3 bucking. Okay. Got that caulked in. We used the zip stuff that Earl used, and which worked great, by the way. Seal off that outer edge, and then we came back in, set the window, caulked it out. Everything's sealed up real nice. There's another one. This is in the living space, so we were much more careful about that. But I used the coastal installation instructions for those windows. So there's like 20 screws holding that window frame in place, and it's rated for hurricane, whatever. They're not hurricane windows necessarily. They're rated for Florida's weather and wind and such. But I use the coastal installation to make sure, again, as a homeowner, I want to overdo things, or not over-engineer it, but to some degree, make it as safe and efficient as possible. So I did that. And I'm going to finish venting, and then we'll run the water lines. I'm running PEX. The only PEX that I have running through the foundation is from, I'll run it, I'm going to run all my PEX above ground, up in the ceiling, in the joist, whatever, come back behind the wall. I set this before we poured the pad for the island, because the sink's going to be right there. Everything else I wanted to keep above, so if there was ever a water issue, I can get to it. I did that intentionally, right, wrong, or indifferent. That was my choice. That's the way I did it. Everybody's got their own opinion about it, and that's fine. I chose to do it that way. So again, we're moving forward. Pay close attention. I'll be posting more and kind of showing you what we're doing. I'll talk you through it. I'm not really good at doing the in progress sort of thing, but I can show you what we did. And if you got questions, get on Facebook and send me a message, or Facebook Messenger, whatever. If you got something in particular you want me to talk about or show you how I did it, I'd be glad to do that. So just let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll show you more as we get it done. Take care.